Welcome to the Think Tank. So I'm going to do a video about Taylor Shabusiness. Go figure. We are waiting right now for her sentencing, but we also know that she has been charged. So let's take a look. I've got a little bit of information from when she was younger and a little bit throughout her life. So I thought it might be worth a dive. Let me know what you guys think. So what I've learned is that she was born on November 11th, 1997 in Green Bay, Wisconsin. At this point, I do believe she is 25 and about 5'11". Taylor went to a school at Howard. I think it's called Samaco. She is not listed as graduating from a place called Bayport, so I don't know if there was a move in there, but there doesn't seem, or allegedly there isn't any documents. Taylor has previous criminal records, though, including a recent conviction for fleeing, eluding, and obstructing a police officer. She was sentenced to 3 months in jail on January 4th. She did have work release privileges, and this is according to some court records that you can find online. So what is not clear is if she was on a work release at the time that Shad passed away in February 23rd. So her listed address at the time of the newest court filing is 1130 Moraine Way, Green Bay. A past civil court case has her address on Eastman Avenue, which is where the cops say they arrested her not long after finding Shad's above the neck at his mother's home. I'm not quite sure how to get some of this across without getting in a lot of caca, so I am going to do my best here. So Taylor Shabusiness is accused of around the neck and actually removing a head from her ex-boyfriend from I think it was high school, and since then been friends. So Taylor is married to Warren Chabot, now Shabusiness. I do believe they both changed their names, and there is a 2-year-old child, Mateo. So he lives in Texas with his paternal grandparents. I'm not going to get into much about that. So on Facebook, Taylor posted that she is married, and then 100% kisses. Family over everything, kisses 100%. She wrote adding a crown, Warren, a heart, Taylor, a black heart, how weird, Mateo, and then after Mateo is a crown, and then there's a money bag that says Shabusiness Way, ending in another money bag. So Taylor changed her name from Taylor Denise Coronado to Taylor Denise Shabusiness in 2018. She did this on February 14th, 2020, allegedly. She then wrote in January of 2022, I got hitched to show them my commitment, loyalty, and dedication to them, that I was never gonna be how I used to be. Then turn around and F on me. There's no way I'll ever, let's see here. There's no way I'll ever go into another relationship. Hashtag can't trust no one. Wow. So in the same month, different post, she wrote, double-crossed my loyalty. That's one thing you never, she put never in capitals, get back. And then there is a snorting, a little snorting person that said, let's play. Knowing what she is capable of, I find that a little bit scary. I don't think I'd want to peeve her off too badly. So she also tagged Warren Shabusiness in one post. So this is, again, separate page. So Warren had written, I do trust my beautiful wife. I will do anything to protect her. Stay strong, baby boo. I love you. And then in in quotations, for Queen Taylor Shabusiness. And then he continues, my wife might be locked up for a long time, if not life. But what the world, community don't understand is my release date is soon. Either way, my prayers go out to my wife, Taylor Shabusiness. She needs help mentally. Brown County Jail and the Brown County Circus Courts are failing at understanding this, nor do they even care. Yes, what she is being accused of is serious, but this doesn't change the fact that she still has rights and she still has family, people that love her no matter what her situation might be. Hopefully soon the courts or the jails will realize she needs help. People like to be nosy, I get that. People judge, I get that too. It's what this world does and will continue to do. Either way, I stand behind my wife, and I will forever stand behind her, forever. I know what she's being accused of. It's not who she is. Not only has her addiction played a big role, but so does her mental background, as well as postpartum depression. I just want my wife to get help, professional help, because it's what she deserves. Like I said, my prayers go out to my wife. I love her more than anything in this world, and this will never change no matter what. Hashtag I love you, baby boo. Hashtag free Taylor Shabusiness. Hashtag free Warren Shabusiness. Hashtag Shabusiness. A MIP no matter what. So then in 2009, back in 2009, her mother, Marla, I think her last name is pronounced Flug, Coronado, died suddenly at her home. She was 41 years old. According to her obituary, she died from psoriasis and alcohol poisoning, allegedly. So according to Taylor's attorney's bail motion, she was raised by her parents until aged 11 and then moved to Coachella, Texas, where she lived with her paternal grandparents. She's been receiving mental health treatment since she was in the 7th grade, the motion says. In 2022, Taylor Shabusiness's brother, Arturo, or they called him AJ, Coronado, was killed in a motorcycle accident. So in his obituary, it said that AJ is survived by his father, Arturo, Michelle Holleran, that's in brackets, I'm not sure what that means, his sister Taylor, and nephew Mateo, grandparents Juan and Esther Coronado, Randall Flug, and the late Patty Flug Williams, his mother, Marla Flug. Coronado preceded him in death, according to the obituary, which says he worked for an automotive company. So Taylor Shabusiness is accused of taking, oh my goodness, ice and then throttled a man, Shad, in the basement of his mother's home. And then the head was removed, taking apart his body, leaving the one part in a bucket. So this is where Shad's mother allegedly found it that morning. And this is documented. So Taylor's trial in Shad Thyron's unaliving began in July 24th, 2023. I am avoiding as much of the graphic stuff that is out there. I do have to brush over some of it, but I am doing my best. This is absolutely, the entire thing is a trigger warning due to what the content is. But yeah, I have left a lot of it out, and it is all over the internet if you decide you want more facts about what happened. So let's see. Again, Taylor's trial in Shad Thyron's unaliving began July 24th, 2023. She pled not guilty by reason of insanity, according to court records. Taylor Shabusiness is accused of choking her ex-boyfriend during a fog-fueled, and we know what that is, adult activities. She was facing first-degree charges for taking apart Shad, and the victim's mother also filed third-degree SA and other charges against Taylor Shabusiness. This is the mother who found her son's removed head in a bucket, covered with a towel. The cops did confirm that Taylor Shabusiness did admit us A-ing him using a toy on Shad after he passed. However, she has pled not guilty in court due to a mental disorder. Taylor Shabusiness also attacked one of her lawyers during a hearing to decide if she was fit to stand trial. Quinn Jolly, who at that point was Taylor's lawyer, called an expert witness to court to testify about Taylor's mental condition. But when the day came, Jolly told Judge Thomas Walsh that the expert had not completed his report. And then he did ask for 2 more weeks given an extra 2 weeks for him to finish up and get the testimony. So Judge Walsh suggested a March 15th hearing. And that is when literally the court cameras caught Taylor attacking her lawyer. She jumped up and elbowed him in the head. And within a few seconds, a sheriff officer jumped in and tried to pin Taylor Shabusiness to the ground. He was not doing very well. He did need a couple other officers to jump in and help. And there was 3 of them. They did manage to calm her down. And, she's sitting there. And after a few seconds, she said, "What happened?" And the deputy said, "You went off on your attorney, Taylor. You went crazy on your attorney." So whether or not she actually remembered that or not, I honestly don't know, because she did kind of look stunned. Let me know what you guys think down below. So, police arrested Taylor Shabusiness last year after Shad Rock Thyron's mother filed a complaint against her. She is accused of unaliving her son, also dismantling his head and putting him in that bucket in the basement. According to police records, the mother, Tara Panache, is 47 years old. She called the cops in Green Bay at about 3 a.m. on February 23rd, 2022. This call was from Shad Thyron's mother, Tara. She told the cops about her son's head that she had found, and she also informed the cops that Taylor Shabusiness had spent the day with Shad. So the cops went over and arrested Taylor Shabusiness right away. According to the police reports, they noticed that Taylor Shabusiness had that red stuff all over her clothes, scratches on her arms, a cut on her thumb, and literally her hands she had a lot of the red stuff on her hands. So she went easily. They had no problems with her arrest. She went to the police station, interviewed, and was charged. So that interview is on YouTube. It's about an hour and a half, I would say. I highly recommend watching it. There's a few of them, all pretty much the same. So let me know what you think of her state of mind at that time. And how do you think that interview went? So Taylor's trial started Monday, July 24th. It was a 3-day trial, and jurors heard about Taylor's online searches for Jeffrey Dahmer, walking into court all sexy, is what it said. As well, how she allegedly preserved, the red stuff from Shad, and then showered with it before telling the detectives how much she really enjoyed choking him. According to a criminal complaint by prosecutors, Taylor Shabusiness picked up Shad from his mom's house at about 9:30 p.m. on February 21st, 2022. They did have a friend of theirs that joined them, and they went to an apartment, don't know whose, where they smoked 3 Mary Jane. Taylor told the police she and Shad also smoked that other METH and put stuff in their veins, TRAZ, odone. So I don't know what the hell that is. Then Taylor and Shad went back to Shad's mom's house, spent the day there while his mom was away. Taylor did say in an interview with police that they used dog chains as foreplay. This time she said she and Shad had put the chains on each other. Then Shad allegedly laid face down on the bed, and that is allegedly when she went crazy. Allegedly, he was coughing up red stuff and was purple. The Green Bay police detective David Graff testified in court that Taylor allegedly admitted to enjoying the ordeal, and that is in that long video. Her response was that she liked it, Detective Graff said. I don't know. I honestly believe, guys, that she's very psychopathic. My personal opinion. Let me know what you think down below. So day 4 of that trial, Shabusiness, her father, Taylor's father, took the stand. Also on this video. So this is where he told the jury that Taylor's mother had passed away in her sleep, and that passing took a toll on everyone in the family, the whole house. Taylor's father continued to say that Taylor was a normal kid. At one point, he sent her to Texas to live with her grandparents to get away from everything in Wisconsin. So Dr. Diane Litton, a private psychologist, was on the stand, and she said that Taylor was not competent to stand trial. Also, when she was on the stand, she said that the fact, given a list of Taylor, okay, let me do this again, also took the stand stating the fact, giving a list of Taylor's prescriptions, and she had a hard time paying attention. Litton also said that she felt Shabusiness was psychotic and had visual and auditory hallucinations. So, I mean, it does sound like she's had problems with this type of thing since the teens, which is a lot of times when this sort of thing comes up. Hydrating, sorry guys. So in their closing arguments on Wednesday, the prosecutor, Caleb Saunders and David Lassie, said the case was simple for the jurors. This is bizarre, this is strange, this is unnatural, but in no way is it unclear. Brown County District Attorney said she did cause Shad Thyron's unaliving, and in their closing argument, they said again that this is just an easy case for the jurors. Simple. So the jury came back, returned a verdict in the second phase of the trial. And this is to decide if Taylor has a mental disease or some kind of defect, and whether or not she should be sent to a mental facility or to prison. After 3 days of testimony and about 30 witnesses, a Brown County jury found Taylor Shabusiness guilty on all 3 charges she was facing. 3 charges including first-degree intentional, taking apart Shad, and third-degree SA. She then turned in her chair and glowered at each jury as each panel member was asked the judge if the verdict was true and correct. She glared at them. So jurors did deliberate from about 4:50 p.m. and they were back in the courtroom by 5:40 p.m. As the verdict was read, Taylor sat there and scowled as she sipped from a cup of water. Now she's convicted of taking apart and SA and unaliving. So she is now sitting in Brown County Jail. She is waiting for her sentencing, which has been set for September 26th. So we do not want to miss that date, do we? This woman, oh my God, friends. So this is where we are. What do you think she will get for a sentence with all of those charges? So I'm curious, what do you think if this was a male that had done this? Would the sentence be similar, do you think? And do you think she's cray-cray? Is she truly cray-cray? So I truly want to know what you think about this case. It's definitely one of the more horrific cases done by a woman in a very, very long time. So leave your comments down below, friends. And if you have any cases you want me to look at, shoot me an email. That link is in the description. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up. It helps me in the channel in a massive way, and it's free. Thanks again, friends. I adore you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.